The importance of effective communication skills in personal life as well as professional life cannot be stressed enough. One of the major components of your success as a person will definitely depend on the way you communicate on your daily interactions with people, may it be in the personal space or at the workspace. So, hi, I'm welcoming you to this training program. We are going to discuss some very effective tools to improve your communication skills and emerge as a leader at your workspace and also in your personal space. Hi, my name is Martin Athanas. I work as the head of training. I'm an author of two books, Basic Intelligence Development and Positive Selling. Both are available on Amazon. I also am a productivity and growth coach, and subjects related to personal growth and also professional growth are closer to my heart. Let's straight away jump into the agenda of this training. First, we will see the communication importance of it and the techniques. Second, we will see communication in the context of our day-to-day transactions. Third, communication in the context of your work. Let's see certain communication or interactions that we have, some with your managers about the work that you are doing, some with your colleagues about a team situation, some with your friends about relationships, and definitely with the society you will have conversations. These are different types of conversations that we have on a day-to-day basis in our life. Before we start talking about how we can improvise our communication skills, I would suggest you to do a self-assessment activity wherein you take your diary or a page, divide that page into two parts. On the left side, on a daily basis, day 1, day 2, day 3, record the important communications that you had or conversations that you had during that day. On the right side, the same thing, but at the workspace. After each communication, you have to rate the communication or the conversation based on three elements. First one, were you happy with the communication? Second, whether the other person was happy with the communication. And third, did both of you get the outcome expected of the communication? Was it a win-win situation for both of you? Do this exercise for about 30 days. And after learning the techniques that we are going to discuss in this training session, reevaluate and see improvement day after day. So, what are the benefits of effective communication skills? There are many. You can build trust in your colleagues and the people that you interact with. It helps in team building. Whether you are a team leader or a manager or even you are a part of a team, in both instances, it helps you to create trust in your colleagues and managers. Better relationships, increased job satisfaction, increased productivity and engagement, problem solving becomes easier, and if you are in the customer space, increased customer delight. But even if you are not in the customer space, I always advise all internal your colleagues or your internal customers. So if you have that mindset and apply the techniques that we are going to discuss, it will improve your communication skills and ultimately the outcome. But how can lack of effective communication affect your performance at workplace? Those are very impactful areas like ambiguous or confused communication or conversations, which results in misunderstanding, unintended commitments, and escalations, as a result of that, multiple loops back and forth, a problem that can be resolved with a single conversation gets extended to 5, 6, 10 conversations, emails to and fro, unnecessary stress as a result of this process, and definitely arguments and conflicts with your colleagues. Now, let's see the 5 basics steps of communication. First, start with a strong emotional connect. Try to strike up a conversation from a positive note about the good experiences that you shared with that person, had with that person, and stir up those emotions. Use very engaging language. Don't be informal or flimsy. Having a good word power, a set of words, will help you here. Third, use the power of questions. A lot of times, when we do not understand the other side, what the other person is saying, we just assume that we understood, or we always wonder, will asking a question affect the other person, or if the other person will perceive you as a rude person. But the case is not the contrary. Asking questions gives you more clarity about what the other person wants or what the situation demands so that you can take better decisions. Use active listening. Active listening is at the heart of the conversation. I had another video created on this topic. I will share the link of that. Please go through that as well carefully. 5, using your body language. Words are important, but at the same time, how you speak, how you deliver those words. Are you standing like a tree or sitting like a Buddha and speaking, or are you having an animated speech wherein your eye movements, focusing, looking at the person in the eye, utilizing your body in a positive fashion to send out positive signals? These are the 5 elements that you need to keep in mind while you communicate. How should you use these 5 elements that we have seen? A balanced communication conversation will have only 7% of words. 38% is about your emotional delivery, the tonality that is used in the conversation. And 55% is the body language. The body language shows whether you are listening carefully, whether your intentions are correct, whether you are defending or being open-minded, whether you are understanding or you are in a confused state. All this will determine the outcome and how the other person perceives you during the conversation. So please take special note of these 3 percentages and numbers. The next part that we are going to see is the 7 C's of communication. First one being concrete. This is 5 C's. First one being concrete, second one being coherent, third one concise, fourth correct, and fifth complete. A concrete conversation, take one idea at a time in the concise. When you have multiple ideas surrounding which the conversation is progressing, you lose track of each idea and end up in confusion. Second is being concrete, expressing your viewpoint directly using direct and positive words in order to avoid confusion or ambiguity. Third, correct. Use error-free and reliable sentences. Do not try to manipulate the other person by a quotation or a statistics which is incorrect or which is misleading. Fourth is coherent. Be logical. When you understand that your line of argument or your line of expressing your thoughts is going in the negative direction, try to correct that rather than defending your side. That is acceptability all about, and that is maturity all about, because a conversation is not an argument that you must fight to win. A conversation is a discussion in order to reach at an appropriate decision and agreement. And the last one is it has to be complete, include all the details that is needed in order to complete the conversation. Because if the details are not complete, then the conversation will be postponed to, or it will take more time, or will be postponed to the next time, or the need of one more conversation comes into play. So please make special note of this 5 C's and try to practice them in your daily conversations. You might have a lot of questions because I finished this training in the quickest fashion possible because of the lack of time to produce this video. Please write to me. You can put your questions on the comment section and let me know. I will be quick enough to answer your questions. You can also get in touch with me personally, writing to me at martin@prosperitylearning.org, or you can use my social media handles and connect with me and discuss and get more clarity on the questions that you might have. I'm also very eager to know about your feedback, whether you like my videos, are they useful to you? Are you integrating the ideas that we are discussing during this webinars and training programs? Also, finally, if you want me to create a video on a specific subject of your interest, you can let me know that. I will definitely work on those topics as well. Thank you so much for being a part of this training session. I hope it was productive time spent and you will continue the exercise, the self-evaluation exercise that I have mentioned, and see how you are progressing from average communication skills to better and best communication skills in private conversations as well as workplace conversations. Thank you.